Hey guys, I'm Jesse from the YouTube channel Jesse the Reader, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Epic Adaptations, the series here on Epic Reads where I wrap up all your recent YA book to movie and book to TV adaptation news. I've got some exciting adaptation news to share with you guys today, so buckle up those fanboy and fangirl seatbelts, and without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Let's get started. First up, the newly released book What If It's Us by Becky Albertelli and Adam Silvera has already been snatched up to be turned into a film. It's been acquired by Anonymous Content, who is actually behind the 13 Reasons Why adaptation, which is very interesting because I feel like What If It's Us is a lot lighter in terms of tone, so it should be interesting to see what they do with this adaptation. What If It's Us is a romantic comedy about Arthur and Ben, who are both living in New York City. Their paths cross one day at a post office. Ben is actually headed to the post office to ship off a box full of stuff from his ex-boyfriend back to his ex-boyfriend. He doesn't want anything to do with that stuff anymore. And in the process of doing that, he runs into Arthur. It's the story of them meeting, being separated, being reunited, and seeing if they can make something work between them. Adam and Becky are both set to take on the role of producers on this project, which I think is an excellent idea. It's always a good idea to have the authors involved. Fingers crossed that this adaptation ends up happening, because I know that I'm not alone when I say we need it. We need this movie adaptation. If it ends up being anywhere near as good as Love, Simon, your boy Jesse will be really happy. I loved the Love, Simon adaptation. It's one of my favorites. Next up is one that I am super hecka excited about, and that's the fact that Netflix picked up the Chronicles of Narnia to turn it into a series along with some film projects. I'm not sure exactly what it means by both a series and a film project, but it looks like they're going to develop different books within the series in different ways. Like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe could be a series, whereas Prince Caspian could be a movie. I think that's what could potentially happen here, and I'm so happy about it. There's just something so magical about this series. Mind you, I haven't read the full series. I know I'm way behind, but what I have read of it, I've loved. I also personally loved the movies that Disney came out with for the Chronicles of Narnia series, but they didn't end up making adaptations for each book, so I'm really hoping that Netflix will make adaptations for each and every book within the series, because that's how I need this to go down. Netflix, if you're watching, you better make it happen. I just find the Chronicles of Narnia series to be so enchanting. Like, if you want a captivating and magical story, Narnia is where it's at. I just can't help but be thrilled at the fact that Netflix has something cooking that's Narnia related over there. Next up, a book that hasn't even been released yet has already been picked up, and that is Frankly in Love by David Yoon. Now, this name might actually sound familiar, and that's because this is the husband of Nicola Yoon, who is the author of Everything Everything, and the son is also a star. In fact, David Yoon actually did the illustrations for Everything Everything. The book is set to be released in fall of 2019, so we've got a while, and we don't know too much about the story yet. We only have this very vague description. That being two characters who fall in love for fake in order to fall in love for real, which I know that that description does not tell us much, but I am intrigued. I want to read this book already. Alloy Entertainment and Paramount Players have teamed up to pick up this title and eventually turn it into a feature film. Lastly, we have two adaptations that have been released that I wanted to remind you guys about so you can go out there and support these adaptations. The first one is The Hate You Give, which is an adaptation of the book The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This is sure to be an eye-opening and emotional movie, so you're not gonna want to miss it. Lastly, we have The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which is based off the comics. The series has been released in full, so if you're looking for your next Netflix marathon, here you go, my friends. Both of these adaptations are available now, so definitely go and check them out. That's all the adaptation news I have for you guys today. Now I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. What are your thoughts on the What If It's Us adaptation? Are you excited about it? What about the Chronicles of Narnia on Netflix? Thoughts, feels, opinions? Have you seen The Hate You Give yet? I want to hear all your thoughts on everything I talked about today down below in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next month with another episode of Epic Adaptations.